What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ford and another What the Truck. We are here in Montana. That's Jake. Here's the Cruisaire. And Jake, dude, what the truck?
I know. Here we got the Cruisaire, right? Our favorite striped Bronco. Kind of the one that put Montana Broncos on the map, right?
Absolutely. I mean, this is literally like my dream truck. I messaged you right when you got it. I was like, what is it going to take? And you're like, nothing.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people, of course, even before we did the Coyote Swap on it, that wanted it. And it's just cool, unique, has everything that we love. And right now it's definitely staying in the family. So.
Heck yeah. And we're going to go cruise this over to the river, not too far. So we get to hear her start up, and then we're going to hop in, go over there, and then we're going to hear all about this truck and get a bunch of details and fun stuff. But oh yeah. Man, she sounds so good. Oh, dude, this interior.
My favorite floor mats, you know.
I am so lucky. You told me just set a reminder on eBay, so I did, and I've scored a few sets of ass cool. I have this exact set, and then I got a brown and tan one for Gold Dust, but it's not Ford. It just says 4x4, but good enough for me.
Have you seen mine? The Ford ones with the horns on them.
Oh.
I have. That's what's gonna go in the RVI.
Dude, that's gonna be so cool.
And then I've got a set of blue ones like this that say Bronco on them that are going in that 78 freewheeling edition that Justin just finished for me. That's the floor mats that are going in there.
So tell me a little bit about this truck. Tell me the story. How would you even end up with this baby?
You know, I just thought, I don't know, on a forum somewhere, I don't even remember. And at the time, it was just kind of faded. And I messaged the guy, and I didn't hear from him the first time. And then I saw him post it again. And so I messaged him again, and we kind of went back and forth. And he worked on oil rigs. So he was hard to get a hold of, because for like 4 or 6 weeks at a time he'd be offshore on an oil rig. And anyways, finally talked him into selling it, and made a deal. And the funny thing was, he was a little apprehensive dealing with somebody so far away. And so I'm like, man, how can I put this guy at ease? So I found somebody that went to the church in Mississippi, the same church I go to go over and meet with him. So it was somebody local, and it was funny because they actually knew each other.
No way.
So then he was comfortable with making the deal. He's like, okay. And so I sent him the money, and then this church member friend of mine kept the Bronco. And of course, we shipped it to North Carolina to Justin with Firehouse Vintage, and he did the Coyote Swap. The interior was pretty much, I mean, it was just old and ratty, and so we're like, we wanted to do something kind of period correct, but maybe a little bit different with a little conversion flair, you know, to give it a little conversion flair. So we went with, actually it's Scottish plaid. I've got some Scottish ancestry, and so we went and picked through this plaid, and I actually let my sisters all vote on which plaid, and so that's how we ended up with this plaid. And of course it's 78, so the high backs were not an option in 78, but we figured if it was a truck we were going to drive, needed high backs. It also has 2 inches of memory foam in the seat. I don't know if you can feel that.
I did feel how comfy it is. I didn't know that.
It's pretty comfy, so.
That's too cool. Looks like you got some Dakotas in here.
Yeah, Dakota, which actually it's not working right now. I need to get you gotta watch your speed. Gotta watch your speed now. Retro sound. Just kind of kept it looking original. My Bronco Nation hat there.
Matches it perfectly.
Yeah, it's the right color.
And this thing is too cool. We're gonna enjoy the rest of the trip, and we're gonna see you at the river. Alright guys, so we just got over here by the river, and tell me what you think about that drone footage. Pretty cool. This is why people like to live all the way out here. And then We got Jake. Jake, now you can tell us
Mighty
all about
Yellowstone
this.
and the Cruisaire, right?
Heck yeah. Man, so what's the story on everything on this? I want to know everything.
Yeah, you want to know everything. You know, where do we start? Where do we stop? But, well, the coolest part of this Bronco, obviously, is the stripes, right?
Oh yeah.
And these stripes were painted on in 1978 by Cruisaire, which was a company out of Gardena, California, and they did a lot of conversions on vans. I had actually seen some vans and tried to buy it. It was an orange van with funky stripes in Montana. It was done by Cruisaire. So when I saw that badge right there, I knew what it was, and they put those badges on, and they're numbered, and I'm not sure how many of these Broncos that they did as conversions, but the Marty report showed that it was a fleet vehicle, so obviously they ordered a group of them as fleet. And kind of a base truck, base Marty report, and what they would do is they would put their conversion package on these, and I'm assuming they had them priced similar to what Ford was selling a loaded Ranger package truck for. So they ordered kind of just base custom packages. There's no frills or frills on those.
Was she ordered in Bahama Blue?
Well, yep, Bahama Blue was the color, and it was a solid blue Bronco. I'm trying to remember, I'm pretty sure it had a white top originally as well, and then first they painted those funky stripes that have held up really pretty dang good, you know.
Definitely. And you were telling me off camera you got this out of Mississippi.
Yeah, it was in Mississippi when I found it. It came out of California and spent, I think he'd had it in Mississippi for 5-6 years. The rest of the time it'd been in California, and that's why the truck is so dry. I mean, there's not, I mean, everybody's all the rust. We don't call this rust
No,
here, you know.
That's character right there.
Yeah, that's character, but super solid. I mean, really no body rust on it anywhere, so to speak. Floorboards were beautiful and nice. It was the perfect truck to build into, you know, just kind of our fun retro driver. Of course, here's the Cruisaire name badging there as well, which is pretty cool. And I think Bronco Nation made this sticker just for me. No, but it's got the Montana mountains on there, and it's the exact same colors as what we have on the Cruisaire.
Dude, I just love everything about this truck. Like, everything on it is exactly how it should be, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I left that on there. I thought that was really cool. This is a community college there out of California. I thought that was cool, so I left it on there. And these are vintage slots too that...
What, 15 by 10?
Yep. Yep, that we had polished up there.
And tell me again, I mean, you said it when we were driving, but now it's
these handles are pretty cool too. When I had some steps. I don't know if you remembered seeing there were some funky steps, but
yeah.
When we were in Moab going up top of the World Trail, we kind of banged one up pretty good, so we pulled them off there on the trail, and I've just left them off. But yeah, the interior pretty well needed redone, and we wanted to kind of stay with the period correct look, but we wanted to go something more of what, you know, a conversion would have had. If you've seen the conversions of that era, of course the one that's escaping me that everybody's after, the one that a Midas.
Oh yeah.
You know, you've seen the Midas trucks, and
yep.
So we kind of looked at some different ones. We went with plaid just because we thought it was cool.
What's the suspension setup on here?
You know, it's pretty well stocked. We've got Ranchos on it. I love Ranchos. You see, we got Rancho 5000s under there, and they're just, in my opinion, I mean, they're real good quality, affordable. So just got stock suspension, no lift. Of course, 33 1250 BFGs. That's kind of our favorite tire. Good road tire, but they perform well off-road too, and they just have a good look to them.
It's a very classic look. That's
Yeah.
exactly the same. That's what I got on Goldust when I got her, and then I upgraded to a bigger size, and they didn't have those in stock. So
Yeah.
and then should we show them the goods?
Yes, that's the sleeper.
Most
One
people
of my-
don't even think that that's in here, huh?
No, they don't. In fact, when I'm at the gas station, sometimes it's pretty funny. People come over and look at it. A few weeks ago when I was filling it up, I started it up, and I saw the guy that was sitting over there look around like this, and so he came over, and I just had to give him the tour under the hood.
So you got a Gen 1. I'm assuming you got the 6R80 behind it.
Yep, 6R80 behind it.
That is a clean swap.
It is.
I love how you guys got that right there.
Yeah,
it's nice.
If you've seen the one that Justin has right now and Bring a Trailer too, he switched a few things up, learned some things from this one. This was the first one that they had done on a second gen. He'd done a lot of first gen swaps, but this was the first one, and he's since changed a few things that actually fits better and is a little bit cleaner. But this has been, I mean, it's been great. I think I've got about 5,000 miles on it since the swap. So
that is just fantastic. And
everybody wants to know, are you going to put a supercharger on it? Well, most people don't realize, I mean, this is like double the horsepower.
Yeah, it
and
should have
lots
what,
lighter.
425, something like that?
It's probably around 400. And it's just amazing the difference between this and what was in there. And weighs less. I don't know how much difference there is. But motor and transmission, I'm sure there's a pretty good weight difference there too. So.
Do you still have any other plans for this, or it's just drive it?
We're gonna upgrade the brakes. We're gonna put Hydro Boost and disc brakes on it. Maybe do something with the steering. Other than that, I don't really have any other plans for it. Just keep driving it.
And for anybody who doesn't know where to find you, see more stuff that you do, what's the best place?
Instagram is probably where we do most. Montana Broncos on Instagram. We're on TikTok, and we have a YouTube channel and stuff too. We don't do a lot there, but Instagram's where we do most of our stuff. So
heck yeah. And we're gonna probably fly the drone a little bit more, but we're gonna end this over here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you have any questions, comments, drop them down below. I'm curious, what's your favorite part about this truck? Just let us know. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.